Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. There are certain games that get the juices flowing. And when you have number 1 versus number 2, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Julian saying to throw. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Might as well give it to him again. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, saying. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Saying from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Throwing more. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Moore will throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Throws to the wideout. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives.
There's a crease. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help him get a stop. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moore. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Running free. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Say it. It's complete to the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it. It's Rodgers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running inside, it's Davison. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quarterback making checks. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Going to the run to start this second half. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
In this game, it's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Runs through the tackle. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's more to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole.
Got some room to run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Now here's Sayin. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. The give to the back. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moore to the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Ready. Blue 30.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Q. Ready, go.
4th down, Moore. Looking left. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running inside. It's Rodgers. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the red zone, it's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Saying, under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Here's Julian saying to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, say it. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Throwing more. Unloads to the right. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. Trying to run, it's Cross. Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Saying to throw for it on fourth. He's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore extending the play. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Moore will throw. Moving out to the right. Looking to the big tight end. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Dante Moore wants to throw again. He's got the back in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throw it, say it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll pull it down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.